So, Stan Collymore has apparently offered out Joleon Lescott over the weekend. Max, if you see this, apparently Lescott said it was like a relief, a weight off his shoulders that Villa had finally gone down and Collymore took umbrage with it. I mean, Joleon Lescott, as if he's not proved himself a bad dickhead enough this year, that's pretty much as bad as it gets, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't understand why he would even say that. I mean, the guy needs to be banned from just talking in general. Just shouldn't be allowed to say anything. Shouldn't have social media. Just shouldn't be allowed to talk. I mean, I don't understand where he's coming from. I really don't.
It's one of those things that I bet amongst his friends and family, if you said that, you'd probably go, yeah, Jolene, we understand, because it must be loads of stressful having the hopes of an entire city of people on your shoulders. He was
giving the fans what they deserve, though, wasn't he? Like, I don't understand what the fans are going to want from this season now. What they're going to want from the last remaining games up until the end of the season. There's nothing they can hope for. Yeah.
I know it's bollocks. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things that you shouldn't really say, but you certainly shouldn't say in public, and you certainly shouldn't say in your role as a professional footballer when you get to go back to your very good card that everyone now knows you've got because you fucking tweeted a picture of it again like a bad dickhead from your pocket.
Yeah, actually,
is that possible? But yeah, you get to go back to all that. Whereas like as the fans, they're the ones who are going to be picking up the pieces in the Championship, and quite possibly without him, he'll probably go and get a move to another promoted team or whatever, and his life will go on,
Yeah, I mean, you've got to feel for the Villa fans. Villa threw the towel in about January, didn't they? I think the club threw the towel in when he didn't strengthen in January. Them fans would be magnificent, going every week, paying that money, sitting there having to watch utter crap, because those players have they literally have threw the towel in. For him to come out and say, it's a relief, it's a weight off our shoulders, and now we'll give the fans the performances they want. I think they wanted the performances from August right the way.
Yeah.
I don't think they wanted them.
Oh, better late than never, Jolene. Yeah.
We might get a 1-1 draw somewhere now. We'll be all right. It's just, I mean, listen, that all the tweeting the picture from it, he must have a massive knob. Apart from the one on his head, if it can and clever as well. If it can tweet photos of his car,
I know.
That's even. He shouldn't be playing football. Yeah. He should be in Vegas doing things, making
all I'll
shed
say
load
is
of
that
money.
most modern phones have got like the thumbprint scanned.
He might
so what's he been? Yeah, exactly. Has he got like a? Yeah. Anyway, we're going back a few weeks. We're not dragging that
No. I think it's exactly as you just said. Don't say a word. If you've got nothing to say, don't say anything.
Can I say though, and he gets loads of stick, and a lot of it's rightly so because of his past and what have you. More and more, Stan Collymore grows on me, like, you know what I mean, and the fact that he's taken into task over this as an actual Villa fan as well. I think he's absolutely spot. Like, I've got the text conversation or the DM conversation between the two of them, because apparently Lescott got in touch, and Lescott said, "We need to sort this out. You think I'm a tit? I've got a similar opinion of you. Tried to get in touch via Jack, which you didn't want to. Now I'm asking you, what do you really do you really want to get together and sort this out as men?" That's Lescott. Wow. To which Collymore replies, I won't do the accent.
No, don't.
Sort it out as men. You're not talking to some of the lightweights in the dressing room now. You'll see me in good time, probably this season. In the meantime, try not to say anything else stupid on Twitter or in post-match press comments, because to be honest, the car thing was fucking embarrassing. And today, to say the weight was now off the shoulders was a good insight into the shambles that is the dressing room. I didn't think I'd ever be clapping Stan Collymore again, is all I'll say.
You know what? I'm with you. I like Stan Collymore, right? Because, I don't always agree with everything he says, but he says it as it is, right? And like you said, he is a Villa fan. You listen to that guy, he must be hurting, right? And to hear the guy come out and say that, and and plus as well, I'll put a tenner on Stan Collymore. He would knock Lescott out. He'll knock Lescott clean out.
I was going to say, whatever camera you're on, swerve him. Very, very. If that move through MLS is on, get it done, lad. Honestly, he will kick.
Collymore would knock him out. And I'll tell you what, I'd help him as well. You know what I mean? When I hear the stuff that he's coming out...
I'm not being funny. I reckon
he don't need my help, he don't need my help.
I think he's all right. He definitely doesn't need my help.
He just need Collymore's help.
It just you know what I mean? Even as a fan of other club, when you hear stuff like that, when your players coming out, they've been relegated. It's not even like it's, sometimes relegation is come down to the wire, and you can look how long there's about
Still
6 games left.
games to go.
And you've been relegated. You're telling people about it's a weight off your shoulders. And I can just imagine some of those fans who travelled, remember, right, where they've gone up to Manchester United. They've still gone there. They know going to Man United away, they've got no chance of winning that, right? And they've gone to support their team, and then you come out with that crap. You should be going there, and like sometimes you see, like, I see when Dortmund played you guys the other day, they go in front of their fans and sit down. Or, apologise or say, guys, it didn't really work out. They should be going to the fans and, Lescott this season has been a disgrace. And I also look at players like, I look at Villa's team and I look at Leicester. And this is going to sound really crazy, right? But there's not, player for player, when the season started, you would have said there's not a lot of difference between the two teams. Lescott and Wes Morgan, is there a lot of difference between them two players when the season started?
You wouldn't have thought so.
If you had the choices between the two of them, you'd take
Lescott. He's played for England, he's played for Man City, but he's got the pedigree, right? Played for Everton, right? And look what Wes Morgan's doing. And look what Lescott's doing, right? And that, to me, that just sums it up, you know what I mean? Players like Charles Nzobia has got loads and loads of talent, right? That guy. Who's just been a complete waste man since the season started. You compare him to somebody like Mahrez. You know, and I just look at that. Grealish, again, where's he been? Flat out over in Ibiza or wherever it was, pissed out of his head. There have been a total disgrace.
Yeah.
And I just think that, we can look at all what's gone wrong with Villa, but the players themselves, I think, got to take the biggest responsibility because they ain't actually nowhere near as bad as what they've shown this season. Because there's players in that team that they're decent enough to still be in this division.
I think the two things come from that. A, Wes Morgan's cock clearly isn't as big as Lescott's.
Okay.
Because he doesn't tweet any cars on
No.
And secondly, it's Tim Sherwood. Tim Sherwood has got to take a lot of the blame, I think. Because
I love the fact that he's able to sit there on match of the day too, dead smug, giving us insight onto stuff.
No, but you know what?
Some of the players
yes,
signed, man.
That is true. But still, there's players there good enough that they shouldn't be, even if they're going down, not with a
Especially
whimper.
not as early as now.
They gave up.
That is modern
Tim
day
Sherwood last
footballers.
season, they were in the final of the FA Cup.
It's modern day footballers.
Yeah, Tim Sherwood clearly thought he can get some young players in, do what and mould them because he's fucking amazing at his job. Whereas any man with half a brain last summer would have gone out and got a load of fucking dogs, experienced.
But then you can also argue
they only stayed up with 2 games ago last year.
You can also argue
they sold the best player.
Yeah, and they sold their best player, Benteke, right? So
along with Delph as well.
Yeah. So
and Klebs.
And Klebs, yeah. Sounds, so just get back to it. Are we unanimous?
Klebs is a bit of a jinx, isn't he? You get to a cup final with him, but you nearly go down.
Careful. Do we have consensus then? Unanimous decision on Collymore over Lescott?
Knockout.
Collymore will knock him out quicker than Anthony Joshua. Knocked out that fella last
There you go. How do you think the fight would go? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea Toffee TV, Arsenal Fan TV and the Redmen TV as well.